which everyone, especially Mrs. Doubtfire, greatly appreciated.
It was alright. I prefer the sound of people choking on their own blood.
Jesus.
Warm or hot? It's warm now. You guys have been at the table for a while, so sorry, Tybalt. That you have warm coffee now, unless it's half drank. And I believe the meal that was served to you was squid and eggs.
Oh, yeah,
A
it's
very
disgusting.
classic
hell yeah.
Waterdavian breakfast.
Hell yeah.
My favorite part's the beak.
No.
Just raw squid on some scrambled eggs.
No. I dislike this whole conversation.
You guys haven't had beak before?
Hi,
It's pretty
innocent.
crunchy and it goes down pretty well.
Why are you
That's
sitting
where
on
the
Mrs.
nutrients is.
Doubtfire's head?
There's a chair here. I mean, there's a chair here.
He's good.
Oh, look at that face. You wouldn't sit on that? Oh, wait, sorry. Never mind.
Jesus.
Is there any? Is there a bar? Is there any alcohol in here?
Well, they drank all of the hard liquor, but there definitely is an assortment of reds, whites, rosé, wines.
Any breakfast beer?
Any ciders, perhaps?
You know what? Roll D100. Let's find out.
Let's
Ready.
go.
First roll. Here we go, boys. Big money, no whammies.
Yeah, it's a
no
whammy.
money.
It's a whammy. Rolled
36.
over from a 70 to a 36.
Rip the
Big
dream.
whammies, no
Well-
money.
I think we do have some cider. It might be expired, but I could fetch it from the cellar. But we do have a dark, malty breakfast beer.
You know, if it's expired, that just means it's had more time to ferment. Bring it up.
If you
Sure.
could, fetch me the cider and perhaps some, if you have any cinnamon or other seasonal spices with it, please.
Tybalt Mrs. Doubtfire leans to your ear. Your friends are eating us out of house and home, just so you know. We haven't gotten any funds back.
It's all right. The dwarf has most of my money, so I'll just borrow some. Actually, you know what? I'll go to the dwarf. I'll pick up a random assortment of gold. You know what? I'm rolling a D100.
Let me pull up his character sheet so I don't remember how much gold he has on him. Quite a bit.
I'll take 43 gold out.
43 gold.
And I'll hand it to her and be like, this should support us for a little bit.
Since I'm pretty close and heard that conversation, I will toss Mrs. Doubtfire a pouch with 100 gold in it.
Oh,
Damn.
well, this of course will cover it. I'll be right back. The cider. Let me give your friend his breakfast beer real quick, and I'll head down to the cellar. And
What happened? What happened to that guy? And Thaddeus will just point to Beirut.
Well, he was sitting at the table, but it does look like after having a bite of the squid and eggs, I think he found out that he may have been allergic to squid.
Oh no.
And it didn't really... He wasn't choking or anything. He's not passed out. I don't know who wrote that, but he began to say, I think I have things about to come out of both orifices.
Oh.
Bathrooms on
I'll
the
be in the-
second floor.
the washroom.
Third door to the left.
For the whole session. Good luck.
I never
That
thought
is
I'd
a version
be.
of a shellfish allergy like that. I know firsthand.
Alright.
I'm not anaphylactic, but it hits me really quick.
Hey,
and
I don't
it's
even
not
know what
pleasant.
it is. This isn't even shellfish. This is a squid. I thought people were only allergic to shellfish.
You know, I
Oh, shit.
never thought I'd outdrink a dwarf.
You know, it's honestly not that hard. As long as I had known Barrick, he barely drinks.
23, fuck me. Why did
If
it
you
do
want,
that,
but
though?
there's a doll in the way.
Is that the new version of 23andMe?
There's a doll.
It's a new genetics and hookup app.
So it's a southern app.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Jesus.
Hey, Einstein was into it.
I prefer not to get fucked.
I don't even think.
I have
I
to
don't
do
even
it
think
every
he's paying
time.
What is happening?
That's weird. Why don't you just
Wynn
leave
doesn't
that
know what
on?
that means as a warforged now. But a few moments later, Mrs. Doubtfire comes kind of dragging behind her a dusty keg with an apple on it and holding a few sprigs of cinnamon for you. Or I guess cinnamon sticks, they're not really sprigs. I don't think you want a sprig of cinnamon.
No, I'll step in here quickly and
Cinnamon
break-
challenge.
I'll get a microplane and or grater, put some cinnamon in there, some other spices, and put some cider in, and then I will, as I'm walking over, cast Prestidigitation to warm up 2 cups to make it like a hot toddy. And I will approach very, very with a wide berth the town lord. And I will offer her, good morning. How about something warm drink this morning here as a gesture of apology.
Tomb's like, she's kind of like leaning as Ronlex is walking up. She kind of is like leaning back in her chair, just like eyeing him as he comes around behind her. But like her hair is kind of falling on your shoulder for a second. And she's like, is this your way of making amends?
It's a start. It's an attempt. I do sincerely apologize. I am still learning some of my arcane talents. And unfortunately last night, one of them that I am new to apparently got the better of me. And with all these shapeshifters, changelings around town, I got the wrong read on you. I sincerely apologize.
You know,
I
we
offer
really
her-
should make a law outlawing changelings. Like they're bad for the economy.
Offer her the hot toddy. The spice cider I got from there.
She accepts it and looks and says, well, I guess security is not a problem with this group. So I do have someone walking around as me, so I can understand. That's why, besides not really being able to draw upon my magics as I once was after being classed in those irons, I thought about it and realized that I may have done the same if I were in your shoes, so I do accept your apology.
Ah, wonderful. Now that we're friends again, on to more important business. We have rescued you. We have done a lot of good deeds for this town in the wake of the evil amongst it, and now I believe we're going to reseat you on the council is our next step, I believe. Is that correct?
Getting me back into the Hall of the Lords is the best way that we can expose the traitorous scum there. I just need to get in.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Yes, indeed. We'll toot sweet. We'll be right on that. But when we do that, would there possibly be some remunerations? As we are doing a great deal to our own detriment at times. We're doing quite a service to you and this fair city,
Shit.
returning it to all its glory.
You will be risking your life. You all could just leave, so the city would be greatly indebted to you, especially in their current state of affairs. I myself would also. I believe that if it's not looted, the Waterdeep Armory contains many items that may be of interest to you, and I would gladly reward you all with one of the items from the armory.
Would that be
And
one each?
One each. If
Excellent.
you are all
No.
putting your life on the line, why would I only reward one?
If you could just unevict my house, that would be.
I
I
was
would
going
like
to
that
add
one.
that to it. If we could also, apparently, there's some type of tax lien against this estate. I don't believe you did that. That's probably
My
Costa.
my father never really believed in taxes. I believe in taxes.
Taxation is theft.
Miss Doubtfire, kind of like leaning around the corner, says, I received the notice first. It was signed by Miss Layra Silverhand.
It was probably the other one.
Yes.
I assume.
So perhaps we could add that.
Oh, by the way, Tiberius, there is a doppelganger of you running around. So if you see someone that looks like your old you, it's not you. Yeah, I would have figured that because that's not me. I'm just, you know what? Fuck you.
Are we in agreement on our parlay?
My ship also has probably been confiscated by the town guard.
Yes, the evil, the guard. I believe that was the woke that may have taken it. This gentleman has a flying machine. If we could get that out of impound, that would be necessary as well.
The lien against the house and the ship shouldn't be a problem if our mission is successful.
Excellent. And I will quickly pull out
Excellent.
pen or ink and paper and write out this contract. And I will ask her to sign it.
Hang on, you want me to look over that?
No, I'm good, thank you.
You sure? I've written a few.
Have you now?
Well,
Yeah, I don't want one of your contracts.
I don't make those contracts anymore. I don't need to.
Excellent.
If you're here, wait. Okay, I'm sorry. I need a reminder. What did you say that happened to Fandalin? Did you say it's in like some dire need?
Nah, Pyrium's in charge, and there's a portal that's to the Nine Hells, but like nothing's come out of it
Yet.
yet. For all I
Yeah.
know, it could just be a one-way portal. I didn't try to go in.
If
I think
I know
Pyrium threw an
portals-
apple at it.
All portals are two ways if you're brave enough.
You don't deal with portals often, do you?
She
Bro,
takes
I
the
come from a
contract
swamp.
you and is just reading over it on the table.
Only the glory hole.
No, it says here 2 million gold will be paid to Felix.
It does not. It says exactly what we agreed upon. The
Jesus.
ship, the lien on the
2
house,
million.
and
What is this fine print down here? How did you write that small?
it is the exact contract we just agreed upon. All I need is for her to sign it.
Christ.
She pulls out this like
It's very springy in here.
spectacle. Thank you. You're gonna set that calmly. Almost got beans and rice off my keyboard, boys. That was a close call.
Hey,
Rip.
would have tasted
Beans and
better.
rice.
Oh God.
For once, Felix is telling the complete truth. There is no illusory script. There is no hidden message. There is no fine print.
She kind of like pulls a spectacle, and you can see it glow a little bit as she's like reading over the lines, kind of looking maybe for any hidden phrases or anything maybe that wasn't visible to the naked eye. And it looks like she scans it over, and she waves her hand, and a quill kind of comes out from her pouch and comes and signs her name, and she hands the contract back to you. Very well.
Thank
Looks
you.
to all be in order.
And I roll it up and I put it in my little hidden pocket in my jacket. Well, now, what is our next step? To the
Well,
council?
The council.
These spoons are too weak for my-
We walk in, we expose the dubious ne'er-do-well, and,
Yeah, how do we do that?
well, I assume Miss Open Lord had an idea for that.
I assume it has a lot to do with swing, bash, and kill.
I would
Did we ever
prefer
find
to
out if they were doppelgangers or changelings? There's a
not
difference.
harm any of the other masked lords. They may be under some kind of spell or influence of some kind, and they are quite useful to the city. But the one wearing my face, that's a free target
Excellent.
for the swinging,
Um,
bashing, and splitting, or whatever
So,
was just spoken.
We should establish some sort of safe word or something at this point, just in case we see another one of you. Like a challenge and password kind of thing, so we know that it's you, not one of them.
Well, that sounds like not a terrible idea. What would you like to use?
Thistle missile.
Fleshlight.
Banana
God
bride.
help us.
Banana bread.
There,
Well-
banana bread.
I feel like you guys have said that quite a bit.
I feel like
is
banana
true.
bread is spoken quite a bit for everything.
Uh,
And I believe banana bread was said around Gundren.
How
Right.
about the phrase, that Italian family at the next table is being very quiet?
That's a wow. I don't think I'm gonna remember that.
Was that Family Guy?
Family Guy, yeah.
Oh
I
my
can't take
god.
credit for it.
All right. What about the chicken is stuffed?
The turducken is
The
stuffed.
crow calls at midnight.
That one's too edgy. We're not edgelords here, okay?
You might not
Well,
be,
speak
but
for
I am.
yourself.
Does hair flip?
I mean, I'm a rogue, and that's a little too edgy.
Thank you, Gandhi.
How about we say, who's fucking bored?
Yes!
Excellent, there you are. Not the most common
That's
phrase, so that
perfect.
should
Yeah.
do the trick.
Yep.
Usually you don't say who's fucking bored. I never heard that one before. I'm writing that down.
That is great. I love it.
All right,
you have
has
to
everyone
scream
had
it.
their full?
You can't say it, just scream it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Has everyone had their
Well,
fill?
I mean, you'll be the one saying it because
yeah.
The next issue is, do you have any way of disguising yourself? Are you accompany us? I'm assuming.
Yes, I would need to be present. The Lord's Hall is open to visitors throughout the day. It is morning. Normally from 10 to 12 they accept visitors, which shouldn't be too long of a line. The lines have declined in numbers greatly now that most of my people are barely hanging on by a thread. We just need to avoid the woke, or at least get past them. I don't care if we avoid them or not. It might be impossible. We might run into a group. I know they'll be on the lookout for us once they find out that I've escaped.
I'm sure
If-
it's not
If we get close, I can make you invisible.
I'm not so worried about the woke. They talk a big game, then they just throw like one level 5 Rattata at you, and you know it ain't shit.
No, I'm just concerned that if they see her, they may put 2 and 2 together that she is the real one, and that may trigger them. That's why I was seeing if we could either disguise her or.
I believe
like I said,
someone did. I don't have access to all my magic yet, but I do believe that someone cast a disguise on me yesterday, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know who.
Or maybe they
Might
just
have-
used a disguise. I think they just dyed her hair.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, yeah, it
that's
was a
the
disguise
kit,
kit, I'm
because
pretty sure.
I have disguise self, but that's only on me.
Is that
It
why
was-
it's disguised self?
Yes.
Ah, as
I don't-
opposed
I
to
don't
the
have
disguise
disguise
other
other
spell.
yet.
I see. Alright, so that's how we're getting in. What do we do?
Literally
once we
just
get
put a
there?
long cloak on her. People aren't going to be paying attention to her when there's a purple metal dinosaur next to you.
I feel like we've become popular though.
Hey, Ryan, I have a logistics question here.
What's up?
So pass without a trace. If we're just walking around normally, though, is it still harder for people to see, perceive us? You know what I mean? Like they just kind of ignore us,
It was really cold.
or
It definitely gives you a bonus, like when someone's trying to detect you, or let's say there's a sentry and you're like, oh, I want to go past that a trace. It gives you I believe it's plus 10 bonus
Yeah.
to stealth.
I mean, it would still be good. We could try and sneak by some people just to be, inconspicuous. I think it would help with that, wouldn't it?
But the problem with that is, the main thing about that is you cannot be tracked, so you leave no footsteps. I don't think you even make footstep sounds, but talking.
a veil of shadows and silence radiates from you. Yeah, masking you and your companions from detection. So,
yeah, and you can't. I believe you can't be tracked, and you can't leave any way to know that you went by.
Well,
yeah, it can't be tracked except by magical means.
purple one's gonna need us disguise. So let me just. My father had a big friend who was a Goliath. So let me just go see if there's any of his clothes left upstairs.
All you can hear from the bathroom is very unpleasant noises.
Ooh.
Oh! I'm
How
gonna
about a
feel that
courtesy-
tomorrow.
How about a courtesy flush
Alright,
here,
what is
brother?
this? Oh. This Goliath-sized cloak will work.
Number 2.
This Goliath-sized cloak that I just have laying around will do the trick.
Oh yeah. There you go. Have this big ass cloak. It should work.
Does Wing not have a cloak?
I'll sniff at it.
You gotta put it on. It's not for eating.
When we were in the infirmary, people that were sick,
Hi, Bass.
they have kind of a distinct like cough or sound that they made when they were sick.
A lot of phlegm. Very
Okay.
pale. The skin, like no one had any. It doesn't look like any blood was kind of in the face, like at all. And lesions, a lot of lesions. Some further along seem to be even forming like pustules.
Pustules, my favorite. Wait, which one are we talking about?
Do we have any other preparations we need to make before we head out?
So I have this thing that I've given you guys some healing potions from, but it can do other things as well. See, it can make ale, olive oil, potion of climbing.
We've had a thing that could make ale the entire time?
Mead, potion of fire breath, potion of
Now that
flying,
is something I could get behind.
or wine, or a. It can do various levels of healing potions, but I don't see any point other than making the superior one. Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty sure
I don't know if-
Tiberius would like fire breathing.
I don't know if any
Thaddeus
of those
like
would.
fire breathing.
That's what I thought you meant.
Is that? I mean, I was looking for a group consensus on what would be the best.
Perhaps the healing, since Mr. Bayrick seems to be under the weather and will not be joining us.
Fair.
We may
Okay.
need that.
Okay, I don't. I mean, it only takes me to speak the word. Basically, me to say what I need.
Prepare this ahead of time. Okay.
No, but I don't know if there was another. I just wanted to bring it to everybody's attention that I can.
Do other things.
This is something I can do. So if we come up to a wall where we need to climb over it, or somebody needs to be able to climb over it, I can make a potion of climbing.
Well, it's a good thing 3 of us can
Or-
fly.
Something, you know.
Thistle, my good pal, do you need anything before we go?
Just to be held in your loving arms.
Jesus.
Get in my cloak.
Held in your loving arms.
That
And as you all are making preparations, and Mrs. Doubtfire is refilling any drinks if anyone wants any, but also cleaning up the plates of, Toombs, how did you like that squid and eggs? How much did you eat of it?
None of it. I just had coffee. I'm not much of a seafood guy. Not much of a seafood guy.
You're
Felix?
not going to finish that, too.
I always drink my breakfast, so no, I did not eat. This is as close as I've gotten to the table.
I
Now,
can
what
see.
did you think of it?
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
You say I can see in the news. Years from now, old adventurer who defeated a Draco Lich dies at 52 from fucking alcohol poisoning.
That alcohol will get you, man.
Yeah, well,
Sneaks up on you.
Mrs. Doubtfire takes Tomb's plate and well, a grown man like you should have much greater appetite. You sick, boy?
And-
I may have had some toast if there was toast.
No toast, just eggs
Yeah.
and squid.
Mal would have gone deep into the eggs and at least tried the squid to see how it is. But he's hungover as fuck, so greasy food, breakfast food.
It's very rubbery and salty, but didn't seem to have much other flavor to it.
This
Rubber and
is the
salt.
best
That's what you need.
thing I've had since Van Dalen.
I hate this place so much.
Isn't this the first place you've been since Van Dalen?
I stopped at the yawning portal. You gotta see it. Even in dire matters, you just have to visit the yawning portal. You guys been yet?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, you'll love it. There's this giant. Anyway, off topic.
You all can kind of hear what seems to be like a crier in the streets that's kind of echoing at the manor.
Where is this
Hear ye, hear ye! The city is now under strict lockdown by the order of the Open Lord. All citizens breaking this lockdown will be arrested and questioned immediately.
Aren't you breaking the lockdown?
I have a special pass. Now shut up and stay in your home.
Quick, grab his pass!
Can we leave if we wear a mask?
He's yelling back. I have a lot of other homes to go to. Just stay inside, please.
Wait, so you're saying if I walk out this door, I'll get arrested?
Don't do it. That's
Hold on,
it.
sir. Hold on. I need to talk to you.
I'm sorry, but I must report you to the woke immediately.
Oh.
What about all the other houses? You just said you were busy. Shouldn't you do that
Well,
first?
they're not breaking the law. You are.
How do you
Goodbye.
know?
Good
You
day,
haven't
sir.
visited- You
Well,
haven't visited them yet.
you ought to be having a good day very shortly.
Fucking the Treadways next to the street are having a barbecue outside, and you're gonna yell at me?
I didn't get to them yet, and I saw you first.
Alright, fuck you.
Get inside.
Why is there a banshee beside you?
I don't know. People like putting things on the map.
Alright,
Oh no,
fine.
Banshee, run!
I'll go back inside. Fucking rock-nosed bastard.
He puts a little sticker on your gate.
Hey, what
So,
the
like,
fuck are you doing about
First
that?
warning.
What is this shit?
That is an order to show up to City Hall when the lockdown is lifted to be fined. Good day, sir.
Well, how much is the fine? Can I just pay you now?
Oh, hold on. Here's another one. You came back outside.
What the fuck?
Sticks one on that post. Enjoy.
That fucking thing.
Good day, sir.
It looks
50
like
gold.
we need to be
50 gold per.
somewhat stealthy.
I've owned this house for like a day, and I already have 100 gold in fines. This is bullshit.
That seems about right.
Sounds like the government to me.
It also seems like something the false lord would do, and we have the real one here, so I don't think we have to worry about that.
Are there any back ways, secret passages, ways to get into the council without
Is the
being
water
on the
deep?
main roads?
Does the Waterdeep sewer lead to the castle, Open Lord?
I don't believe it leads directly into the castle, but it could get us close. Do you have any access to the sewer near your home? Do you remember?
I think so. Precisely, I think there's one. Hang on, where's my drawer? Somewhere over here.
Smooth.
Underneath those barrels, perhaps.
I mean, yeah, we don't really use it. We have to be connected to the sewer, right? We have a toilet. Big.
You
Maybe
mean you
not
have
anymore.
a privy?
I believe, hopefully you have a toilet that is connected to the sewer, because there's some noises from upstairs that I don't ever want to hear again in my life.
You know what? Next time we'll make sure to cook his squid.
I believe it's me.
I hate this so much.
She pulls out a map.
Why do you hate this?
I don't. It's great.
Alright, wonderful.
Especially the part where you got fined.
Oh, we're like really close to the Hall of Lords.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Where even are we?
We're at the Netherheart residence, sort of like bottom, middle, left.
We're in a
Yeah,
constant state of
I-
denial.
We're actually not far at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like we're literally like 3 blocks away.
Maybe that pass without a trace would be enough to.
That might honestly work long enough for us to get there.
It only lasts for an hour.
That's not an hour's trip. That's like maybe a 20-minute trip. Right?
If Depends on
well then,
how
yeah.
much stopping and stuff.
There's not even gonna be any traffic. Everybody's in their house.
Yeah.
Why, thank you for the follow.
Would it be feasible to go across the rooftops? I don't know the layout of the city. Either Thaddeus or Tiberius, you'd have to weigh in on this. Whether or not the rooftops would be a feasible thing to do.
Well, the distance between houses, especially on this side of the street, is kind of far. Plus, I mean, maybe once we get across the street, it would be easier, but we'd have to get there. And at that point, we're like a block away from the Hall of Lords, and there's
So
no
what's the
house. There's no
Okay.
house close enough to the Lords to like jump from. Remember when I was a kid, I used to play on the steps to the Hall of the Lords. I even threw a rock at the current open lord back then, and he was not happy.
So
We
what's
just
the
make being an authority?
what's the weakest point to get into the Hall of Lords?
Oh, the Hall of Lords is impenetrable by all forces, physical and magic.
I wasn't asking you. I was asking her. She would know. What's your most concerning?
Well, scaling the walls would probably be the most effective if we wanted to approach it stealthily, but there's not too many weaknesses in this hall. That's why it stood for so long against many adversities. But I believe me having the crest of the Open Lord, if I reveal myself at the gate, they will let me in. I know that the soldiers are still loyal. It's just the woke that I'm worried about.
Well,
And woke.
So if we get to the hall, we'll be fine.
I believe so.
We just have to get from here to there. Oh, all right.
if we do come across any woke and we can't
You're good, fam.
talk them out of it, then perhaps we let Win do that voodoo that he do so well, and now we have some disguises.
Wait,
After
what
we
voodoo do
dispatch
I
them,
do?
You cut their heads off.
Oh, I thought you meant I actually do magic. No, I don't do any magic. Yeah, but I do cut heads off.
Yes, that's the voodoo you do.
Doo-doo.
No, that's Bayrick.
Hey,
Is there
Win, what is this big black ball you're carrying?
Don't fucking touch it!
Jesus.
I'm gonna touch it.
Don't touch
Do
it,
what?
Thistle!
I'm gonna touch it.
Thistle? I'm gonna grab Thistle.
Perhaps you should put that away in the bag of holding.
I thought it was actually in the bag of holding, but I can't remember if I was trusted Bayrick
No,
enough.
I remember you grabbed it
I-
because you didn't want anyone else to touch it.
Yeah, I didn't want anybody else to touch it because I didn't want anybody to use it. So yeah, I probably do still have it.
Can I touch it just a little bit?
No, you cannot touch it a little bit. Thistle, get in my pocket and stay there. Do not.
Why are we still
Yeah.
dragging
Is there a
this
back
all
door
along
out of
with
here?
us?
I fear the front door may be being watched now, since this place has been fined twice.
There's the front door, and there is a side door that opens to a very beautiful outdoor patio.
Actually, I would bet that because we've already walked through the front door twice, they would not ever assume that we would do it again.
I mean,